So anyway, I'm on the train heading back to Paris, and I'm trying to multitask. I don't have a topic for this Sussexes, to be perfectly honest. I just saw something about her family and her talking about forgiving her family. I imagine that must have been a few years ago. I don't see any scenario where Meghan is talking about forgiving her family at this point. I think that ship has sailed. I don't see how she even considers them family, quote unquote. I think they are relatives by blood far removed, but I don't think of them as family. I don't know how she thinks of them. I mean, they are an utter and total embarrassment, And I guess family could be embarrassing, but I think it takes more than just blood to make someone your family. I mean, there are certain members of that sort of like group, that I mean, how does this even happen? You kind of have to wonder, what did Doria, I hate to even go there, but what did she even see in this guy in the first place? But in the second place, you have to admit that they produced a stunning daughter. I see some people calling him a sperm donor. Although I think maybe that's not even fair, because they seem to have had a relationship when Meghan was a child. He has a lot of photos with her. He took her horseback riding, fishing, graduation, things like that. And so that's not a sperm donor. He was more than a sperm donor. I think whatever happened after. But there's no question that this man and his other offspring are not the creme de la creme of society or of their ethnicity or something like that, So you kind of have to wonder, how did Doria make such a miscalculation about this man? But she could have made that miscalculation no matter what his ethnicity was, to be perfectly honest. Don't we all? But the thing is, to this extent, it blows the mind that she was attracted to this man at some point. But again, they produced a stunning daughter, and it just goes to show you have some celebrities, for example, in Hollywood who have children together. You expect their children to be absolutely stunning because they are stunning. And it's not always the case where you have, two stunning people, so therefore it's a stunning baby. I don't think either Doria or Meghan's father, Mr. Markle, are particularly stunning, but I do think they produced a stunning daughter, So as far as what she saw on him, I mean, her future gorgeous daughter, I guess, But it's unfortunate that they are like this, and so I don't see any scenario whereby Meghan is thinking of forgiving them. I mean, she can't really take out her DNA. I don't think she even wants to, but I don't think she wants this type of family, quote unquote, relationship. I don't think she's interested in a relationship or forgiving them. I mean, they are really grotesque. I mean, they are prurient. They are gross. I mean, it's disgusting. I mean, it's like yuck. I mean, what else can I say about them? Three of them in particular, it's like ew, that's sort of how I see them based on their behavior over the past 7 years. It's disgusting. The last one was the video with the half brother in the wig. Was he pretending to be pregnant and give birth or something? I mean, how do you have any line of like DNA or anything with that? It's like, what is that? How does that happen? You know what I mean? And how do people even talk about forgiveness? I mean, it's like you want to change your name, your very identity to get away from. I don't want to say they're trash, but because I don't like to say that about people, but they are trash, you know. And what that guy did, that last video he did on YouTube, that is pure trash. Okay, so there's no going back, there's no forgiveness. I don't really see it, but yeah, it would be interesting to see what Meghan does, because I read somewhere that she was, you know, talking about possible forgiveness, but I think it has to do with you know, I think it was a few years ago. I don't see how it was recently. Anyway, what are your thoughts about that? Let me know in the comments.